When politicians create an inquiry or a royal commission to examine an important issue, you can be certain that nothing much is going to change. An inquiry is a device used by politicians to give the appearance of doing something meaningful while changing nothing. So the Prime Minister's plan to have an inquiry into supermarket chains like the thoroughly dishonest Woolworths, which will take over a year, is a clear signal that there is a serious issue that the federal government has no idea how to deal with, and that nothing will change anytime soon, if ever. Now, we've seen that with inquiries and royal commissions in the past into a range of issues, including aged care across Australia, the behaviour of big banks and financial institutions, deaths in custody, and in the real estate space, housing affordability and the rental shortage crisis. Now, the most likely outcome of these massive wastes of time and taxpayers' money is that the politicians involved will scapegoat a section of the community, blame them for the problem, and then hit them with punitive measures to give the appearance of actually doing something. And if they can use the situation to hit the chosen scapegoat with new and higher taxes, then so much the better. Now, this actually happened with Federal Parliament a decade ago with housing affordability. 2 inquiries were held, not 1 but 2, and it was decided at the end of the long process to blame foreign investors for poor real estate affordability in Australia. So the federal government hit foreign buyers with massive new taxes and told the public that they'd fixed the affordability problem. But can anybody say that housing affordability has improved since then? Clearly, it hasn't improved. It's continued to get worse year by year because foreign investors were never the problem. So what these measures did do was effectively wipe out foreign investment in Australian real estate, which is one of the key reasons why we have a massive shortage of rental properties now. So now federal politicians have concluded an inquiry into the rental shortage crisis and the rapidly rising rents that have resulted from it. Now, this happened in early December, and if you're wondering why you haven't heard anything about it, it's because there was actually nothing to say after the 6 months of inquiry. So what recommendations did the Federal Parliamentary Committee deliver as a result of the 6-month inquiry? And the answer is none whatsoever. The only outcome was that the chair of the committee, who was a Greens politician, repeated the party's policy of having a rental freeze across the country. All that time and energy wasted with no outcome at all, other than a reiteration of Greens policy by one committee member, which has no chance of ever being implemented because it's a folly that would turn a crisis into a catastrophe.